Squalls out on the Gulf Stream, big storms coming soon. I passed out in my hammock, got I slept way past noon.
Hey there. Well, as luck would have it, I'm on my way out of town. It was raining lightly less than half an hour ago. We got a little patch of blue sky. It's been a wild and an unexpected week here. Quite atypical weather, early August in the Outer Banks. Haven't gotten nearly as much beach time as I wanted. But, you know, what can you do? You do the best with what you got. It's still been a really good vacation. More time off than I've ever had in my adult life. Been off for almost 2 weeks. I've been down here for about at least 10 days. Started off with a bang. my camping experience, which was none too positive, but something I won't forget. That'll make a memory. Had that one amazing beach day, that turquoise water. Hopefully you saw that video. That water that day was just extraordinary. And since then, we've had wind and just a relentless surf, relentless waves. Things are on the calmer side now as far as the last 10 days go, and as you can see, it's really none too calm. Wouldn't be the first word that comes to mind. But really enjoyed my time on Roanoke Island. Stayed majority of the time there as far as lodging went, and it's a great, quaint town. You know, as I mentioned, it's a lot like Lewis, Delaware. It's historic, it's quaint, but it still has quite a good bit of shopping and restaurants and stuff. Got a lot of rest and relaxation. You might not believe it, but I've been doing a lot less drinking since I've been here. I think most of my intake these days is much more work related and stress related. Many years ago, there was a lot going on up here, you know, that I was trying to deal with, and quite often not in the right way. Got some good time in at the dunes at Jockey's Ridge State Park. You know, basically checked all the boxes. I got to Kitty Hawk, Wright Brothers Memorial a couple times. Hopefully you guys have seen all these videos. If you're seeing this video, please go back to my reel, because they're probably going to end up being 20 posts or so from the Outer Banks. It's a big deal to me. I don't get vacations like this often. As I've always said, my car is just racking on the miles, and trips like this aren't going to be too common. Really had a lot of fun at the Fort Raleigh Visitor Center the last couple days. caught some great Ranger presentations there that, again, hopefully you saw on the Lost Colony, a little bit on the Civil War here in coastal Carolina. So despite the weather, hasn't been all bad. And despite the less than optimal conditions, it's great to see some people out in the water. So we've had red flags now for over a week. Over a week. Luckily, the guards down here are pretty lax with those restrictions. They will, of course, allow people to wade in the surf. They will allow those who want to kind of swim just about out to the breakers. And they let those with flotation devices, i.e. surfboards and boogie boards, pretty much do as they please. So I don't know if that's official policy, but I think it's pretty cool of them. That is an interesting cloud down there. Okay, can you see that right there? Love nature, love the clouds. Wish there were less of them right now, but what can you do? But I decided to end up here as my last stop on the way out of town. So again, this is the Nag's Head Fishing Pier. It's not the big concrete pier that's Jeanette's Pier, that's down the road a bit, where I spent a lot of my the beach time that I did get. But this pier is kind of special to me. Many moons ago, my family, I was lucky enough to have some family vacations down here for a couple to a few years. When we were younger kids, family took us to Rehoboth, Bethany, Ocean City. And as an adolescent and going into the teen years, I guess mostly the teen years, we spent a week down here in the summer. And I was really fortunate for that. But this pier is special to me because it's one of the last memories I have with my sister. We seemed like nothing special at the time. You know, as we just went for a walk, maybe just to take a break from the sun and the parents, you know, and we started down maybe halfway between here and Jeanette's Pier. Can't remember exactly, something like that. But I remember we walked about a mile and we ended up at the next pier, which I think was this pier. Memories are funny things when it, you know, when it comes to this stuff. And at the time, you know, I didn't think it anything special. We just chit-chatted. She probably asked me about my friends. I probably asked her about her first year at college. And it's just funny, at the time I just thought nothing of it. She's been gone 30 years. And I'd give anything to take that walk with her again. One more time. Doesn't seem like it's been 30 years at all. Now when I think about her, her and I really liked the beach. So anyways, it's interesting now, 30 years later, to come down here and be surrounded by families. And I just hope that they and the rest of you cherish the time you guys got. Not in the fear of what may happen, but just to cherish it. Anyhow, guys, my time is up already. We'll see you back home.